Hello and a very warm welcome. Manchester United transfer rant. Here we go. What an absolute embarrassment to the badge that transfer window was. Yes, we did sign a few players, but again, none in the key areas we needed to address. And this season now could become a painful season. We progressed to third. Instead of investing massively, they're just stale. And now we'll drop back down. So we get to third. Instead of going to the next level, we'll drop out the top four this season. Because what I've seen so far, we can't defend, yet we don't bring in a centre-back. It's absolutely comical. This is Manchester United. This is not some non-league, League 2 side. Manchester United can't even address a key area in the team. I mean, 3 games, 11 goals, no centre-back. They should hang their head in shame with that transfer window. It was a disgrace and an outrage to Manchester United. Nowhere near good enough. We missed out on our prime target, which was Jadon Sancho. Right side and centre-back was our main key areas to address. And we failed. The board, the club, they all failed. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Every man and their dog knows we need a right-sided player and a centre-back. Failed. And we brought in Donny van den Beek nice and early. Great signing. He's in. Then we brought in Alex Telles, the left-back. Competition for Luke Shaw. And then we brought in Edinson Cavani. But we missed out on our prime targets. So they started to panic buy on the last day of the season, of the transfer window. We got hammered 6-1 by Tottenham at home, and they're trying to gloss over that defeat with signings on deadline day. That's all it was. And we never heard anything about Cavani till Friday. And I mean, it's absolutely I'm absolutely disgusted with the transfer window. It's unacceptable. It's a shambles to the name Manchester United. Where's the pride, passion for the football club? I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? Everyone wants to be back, at least competing, fighting for a league title. I mean, we progressed to third and then you stop. Like, third, we should have invested huge, get Jadon Sancho. Obviously, Jadon Sancho is not going to turn us into title contenders, but he's going to take us to the next level, close the gap, and we don't close the gap. We bring in 3 signings, a youngster, and we're going to drop out the top 4 again this season. Look at the start of the season. Leaking goals left, right and centre, and they don't address a centre-back. It's an absolute horseshit transfer window. Horseshit. All our rivals did better business than we did. That is facts. And for Manchester United to be getting bullied in the transfer market by Borussia Dortmund is a disgrace. All window, like we signed 2 players yesterday. I wasn't even buzzing. That's how bad the club is. That's how bad the state of the club is. It's been shocking. It's been a humiliation of a transfer window. Manchester United used to be a ruthless club. Now they just get bullied and bantered in the transfer market. Worst possible start in the league. We've lost 2 games, won 1, outplayed in all 3 games. Palace, Brighton and Spurs could have all scored 10 past us. 11 goals, 16th in the league, destroyed twice at home. Prime target, Jadon Sancho, we failed. Dortmund was never budging on their price. We wasn't paying it and we failed. A right winger and centre-back was key, instrumental to push the team forward, and we failed. Van den Beek, Igalo, Cavani, Telles, and that youngster who isn't coming till January. The board, the owners, they're destroying their club. Every Manchester United fan, whether you're on Twitter, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're posting videos, every single one should have Woodward out and Glazers out. Tag it. Unfollow the club on these social media platforms. Let's get these people out the club. They're destroying Manchester United. The club I fell in love with as a youngster is I mean, it's just stale. It's stale. It's honestly like the club don't want to win trophies anymore. It's just a business. Oh, we'll get great marketing sales, sponsors for the club. We should be back fighting, and we're so far away from fighting. We're a big club, but we act like a small club now. The passion, the pride, there's nothing. I don't see anything. And I'm sick to death of it. It's been going on too long now. And we are going to become Liverpool. 30 years without a league title. This is the road we're going down. Because we are not ruthless enough anymore. We used to be a big club. Now people come to Old Trafford. They believe they can play us off the park. Transfer sagas. They believe they can mug Manchester United off. Make progress and then we don't invest to the next level. We got third last season. Sancho should have been in. We closed the gap to City and Liverpool. Then keep investing. But nope, we just stop. We stale. We've got a couple of signings, but we've not addressed the centre-back and right side. So it's a good Cavani, Telles, Van den Beek, but are they going to take us to the next level? I don't believe so, because when we haven't got a centre-back. I mean, we let Chris Smalling go, and we've got Bailly, Lindelof, Maguire. None of them can put in a decent performance. Not prepared for the season, not prepared for the transfer market. I mean, we've had months, weeks, and we're pissing around on the last day to get Cavani and Telles. Off the field nonsense. I mean, it is affecting us. Greenwood got in trouble with England. Maguire, his performances have been shocking. The Greece incident still on his mind. Toxic atmosphere. Fans are angry, pissed off. I'm sick to death of the football club not addressing key areas of the pitch. I mean, how are we meant to progress? Go to the next level? It's stale at the minute. The football club's stale. You've got Woodward. He's just the most hated man you could ever wish to be. Glazers, no passion, no pride, no love. For me, it was an absolute horseshit window. I mean, absolutely horseshit. I mean, you're on about competing, fighting for league titles. And we get third, and then now we're going to go backwards. And we will be very, very lucky now to make top four. Very lucky. 3 league games so far have been shit. I will tell the truth. I always tell the truth. I'm not here to boost my popularity. I'm here to give honest opinions about the football club I love. The 3 games we've played in the league, we should have lost every single one of them. We're leaking goals. There's no passion, there's no pride, there's no pattern of play. The possession is so sloppy, giving the ball away cheaply. I mean, there was a massive bust-up at half-time. Apparently, Bruno Fernandes had a huge go at Harry Maguire, and that's why he got subbed at half-time. But you want to see that passion. I would love to, I love that players are prepared to have a go at each other. Show a bit of fight, go to the next level, but this was a transfer window rant. I'm actually glad the transfer window's over now and we can concentrate on the field stuff, because the transfer window was a disgrace. We wanted a right-sided player and a centre-back and we failed massively. I honestly was embarrassed yesterday watching Deadline Day. Just so desperate. Manchester United so desperate. Honestly, it was embarrassing. Going in for Ismail Sarr at Watford. Going in for Dembele. I mean, it was embarrassing just watching it. Of course, we support the club through good times. We support them through bad times. That's being part of a fan. But what's going on at the football club at the minute, it shouldn't be allowed. Unacceptable. And that should be a minimum for me. Every single season, at least fight for the league title. We may not win it every year, but you've got to be fighting. We're nowhere near to fighting. And for me, that's a disgrace. Shouldn't be allowed. And the club has been an absolute embarrassment post-Fergie. 7-8 years. Shocking. I'm honestly disgusted. I could go very, very nuclear. I mean, it's just unacceptable. How? How can you? You've got months, you've got weeks in the transfer window. You need a right-sided player. Our prime target is Jadon Sancho, and we failed. We wouldn't pay the money, so we failed. We need a centre-back. We're leaking goals. You let Smalling go, who probably would actually get a game now because the defence is so bad. Lindelof is not... He's a good centre-back. He's not world-class. Bailly can't stay fit. He came in for Lindelof and he was shit. Maguire, he's been absolutely nowhere this season because the Greek incident is on his mind. It's clear to see. It's absolutely awful. I mean, and that's another thing. You're bringing in strikers, you're bringing in left backs, you're bringing in midfielders. The three key areas for me on the pitch was right side, centre back, CDM. And we've not addressed one single one of them. Of course, we brought in a youngster who plays on the right side, but he isn't coming till January, so we've still got that. And he's hardly played any minutes. We don't know much about him, but he's not going to come in and replace Greenwood, is he? Let's be real. I mean, Donny van den Beek could play CDM, but Solskjaer's hardly played him as it is so far. I mean, he brings him in, and he's only played in the EFL Cup games. He's never started like a Premier League game, so it's not good enough. Honestly, I'm sickened. Of course, we keep supporting the club, but I'm honestly so pissed off now. I'm pissed off I bought merchandise at the start of the season. I'm pissed off with the state of the club because I buy merchandise as a fan and the club can't even address key areas of the pitch, so there should be a boycott now. Every Man United fan should have Woodward out, Glazer out, on their Twitter handle, on all their social media for me, and start making progress. Start having a voice. Unfollow Manchester United's YouTube channel. And all this. And then the club might start realising that we do support this club, but you are taking the piss out of us fans now. And it's unacceptable. It's absolutely unacceptable. And blaming COVID that you can't get these deals done, it's nonsense. Every single one of our rivals has done better business than us. That is facts. Absolutely facts. Disgusting. And it does remind me of the Bruno Fernandes saga. Look how much we pissed around with Bruno Fernandes. He comes in January, changes the whole team. And now is that going to happen with Jadon Sancho? All summer long, pissing around, bullied by Borussia Dortmund. Sancho comes in January, will probably change the team and we'll go on an amazing run. Then we'll get some progress in. I mean, it's a vicious cycle. We've seen it with every single manager. Moyes, Van Gaal, Mourinho. They back their manager, they get into the Champions League, and then instead of going to the next level, they don't back the manager. Of course, Solskjaer has got some players, but not his primary targets. And the deadline day was just a panic fest. It was awful. Telles will provide competition for Luke Shaw. I believe Telles, out of all the signings, could actually become a first-team player. Cavani scores goals, very experienced, but that is a short-term thing, a bit like Ibrahimovic. I mean, I thought Man United wouldn't go down that route again, getting an old player in on massive wages. I'm shell-shocked. Shell-shocked. I love Manchester United. I love the football club. We'll love the football club till the day I take my last breath, but it doesn't mean you should accept this bullshit. They've had months, they've had weeks to get the signings through the door, and they've failed. They've absolutely failed. I mean, just think, if fans were allowed in the ground right now, it would be absolutely toxic. It would be hostile. There'll be angry chants, and we all know the chant that I'm talking about, whether it's right or wrong, but they would be getting sung at Old Trafford if fans were allowed. So it's kind of good for the club that fans aren't allowed in. I mean, hammered 6-1 by Tottenham. And then that shocking window. Comment down below. Would love to know your thoughts. And this is my honest opinion. I think the transfer window has been an absolute disgrace to the badge Manchester United, in my opinion. Absolute disgrace. And honestly, the club's so stale. It's like they don't want to win trophies anymore. That's how bad it's become. It's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking as a Manchester United fan. Heartbreaking that the club that you love cannot address key areas in the pitch. Right-sided player and centre-back. And look at the first 3 games in the league. I mean, Crystal Palace could have had 10. Brighton could have had 10. Spurs could have had 10. That is factual. You can gloss all over it you want, but that is facts. 3 teams we played so far could have had 10 goals. That is factual. That's how bad our defence is. And the club feel they don't need to bring in a centre-back when we've leaked 11 goals in 3 games. Unbelievable. Astonishing. I don't know what they're watching. But instead of bringing in a right side and a centre-back, which are the main priority, we'll bring in a left-back, a striker and a midfielder. Wow. I'm pretty pissed. I'm absolutely pretty pissed. Now we've got a shitty international break. I don't enjoy international football, but we probably need that break because our season could not have got off to a worse start. The season couldn't have started any worse, and we played 5 games, including the EFL Cup games. We've not looked sharp at all. We've not played well once this season. And now we've got international break. The transfer window's been poor. The performance on the pitch has been poor. Fan base is toxic. Sick to death of the bullshit that we keep getting fed. This is my honest opinion on Manchester United's transfer window. For me, it was anything but good. And they tried to gloss it over on deadline day with 2 signings. 3 signings if you count the youngster. But shocking. Absolutely shocking. Don't deserve to wear that badge on your back. You just don't deserve the badge. Wouldn't be so bad if we saw pride, commitment, passion. But they don't want to address key areas of the pitch. We progressed to 3rd and we'll be lucky to get in the top 4 this season. It's not fucking good enough. At all. Not fucking good enough. Woodward Glazers should hang their heads in shame. Any other club, they'd be out, they'd be sacked. Sell the club. Woodward would have been kicked out. But we just seem to pull up with it, and it's not going to change till he's out. That is facts. Director of football is needed as well. Oh my God, it's going to carry on though, innit? It's going to carry on. We need to get it trending. Woodward out, Glazers out. Unfollow every social media